What do you do when you have one dream for your life, but your parent has another dream? That is the conflict that is at the center of this book, Kayla, a modern day princess, A Little Magic by D.D. Cummings. I am Educator Barnes. I love to talk about books. I love to read books. I'm a former English teacher, literacy coach, and school librarian. And today I'm coming to you on behalf of Multicultural Children's Book Day because I am an official reviewer. I've been an official reviewer since 2020. So let's get into this book. This book, I would say, is a chapter book, even though it doesn't have chapters. So that was one aspect that I felt this book was missing, because there were natural places where you could have a chapter 1, a chapter 2, a chapter 3. And this will be a book that I would recommend to first grade, second grade students who are not necessarily completely moving away from picture books, because no one should move completely away from picture books, even adults, because picture books are good for everyone, but who are ready to step up to that next level where the book has a little bit longer plot. So that was one thing that I thought was a positive, that this book was a little bit longer so you get more into Kayla's story. Speaking of Kayla's story, I wanted more about Kayla. There's like a subplot in this book about Kayla's friend, and I understood what the author was trying to do. It was trying to parallel some of the difficulties that this friend had in comparison to Kayla's. But I actually just wanted to hear about Kayla and her story in her life. And I felt that if that part wasn't in the book, we would have had more details about Kayla. And I really liked the aspect that was added in, even when Kayla was thinking back to her grandmother. So I wanted more details. On the inside of this book, it lists other books by the author. So there are other books that center Kayla. And this book, Kayla, the central character in this book and other books, is based on the author's real life daughter, who is a Broadway performer. And so in this book, our modern day princess has some news for her mom, and her mom has already made up in her mind what the news is going to be. What I love was how that conflict was reconciled at the end of the book, and the illustrations were wonderful. I've always loved the illustrations in the book that D.D. Cummings writes, because I have reviewed a couple of her other books. One in particular, In the Nick of Time, I really love. That's been my favorite book of hers that I have read. I really love that book. But if you're looking for a story that has a female lead that is positive, that is uplifting, I highly suggest you check out Kayla, a modern day princess, A Little Magic.